Hi everybody, this is the Retro Bear back with another Wii collection video. We are up to the letter M for mother. And boy oh boy is this going to be a large one. We are talking probably something in the region of just 60 odd games for this particular letter. So much so that I can't get all my games on my little table without fear of having a Jenga moment or a disaster or a technical difficulty. One of the two. Three even, anyway. Yeah, long running series. If you haven't seen other Wii collection videos, they're in the collection section on my channel. Go and have a look at those. If you are following these all the way through, God, you're doing really well, aren't you? You are a glutton for punishment, but thank you very much indeed. It's hugely appreciated to see you here once again. And like I said, if you are new to the channel, thank you very much indeed for your support. It's great, and hope you'll enjoy these. If you're a Wii fan, even better. If not, you might find this might not be for you, but I don't know. So yes, letter M. We are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, halfway, 13. I just better work that quite often. So we are officially now halfway through. Where we are in terms of the shelf, we're probably, I think we've probably done the bulk of the stuff will be done by this one. I'm probably guessing, I'm probably thinking that this may actually sort of be over halfway in terms of games and halfway when we get to the point of the letters. Bear in mind there will be an appendix video which will be everything I can't show, which either hasn't gone onto the shelf, gone into the room, peripherals, boxes, whatever we got out there. There's a fair bit of stuff. And this, believe it or not, I've got something which arrived yesterday, which was Saturday the 12th, from my good friend Raz over in Sweden. Raz, hello. You won't see that in these videos, but you'll see it at the end. And also there's another small stuff for me from Sega Zombie as well, following on my appearance on Swap Shop on the 5th of December. And Scott's very going to kindly send me some Wii games which I hadn't got, so they won't be in these videos, but they'll be in the appendix right at the very, very end. So so it's growing still, even though I'm not shopping and buying anything. It's growing because people are sending me wonderful things, which is just brilliant. So without further ado, Mike, why does everybody say that? That's his channel name, that's why. Let's get on with some other stuff. What have we got? Right, let's start off with, again, these should be in order. I can't guarantee it, but they should be in order. What have we got? So we got Mad Dog Mccree's Gunslinger pack. Now, anybody remembers this from my era? We know that Mad Dog Mccree was a Laserdisc game, which you'd sort of like incorporated. It's like a shooting game. So you've got a plastic gun on the arcade machine, and you'd sort of interact with it and shoot. Came out on, I think, the CDI, 3DO sort of systems. Wasn't particularly good, and they've actually sort of put everything. It says 3 games in one, and you get Mad Dog Mccree, Mad Dog Mccree 2, and The Last Bounty Hunter. There we go. So all on that, and I said that is not an uncommon game. I don't see it all that often out and about. I think I paid probably about £5 for this, a bit more than I usually spend. But and something like that should work really well with the Wii. But the problem is, it's a terrible game to start with. It makes absolutely no difference if it's any good or not. It's just a terrible game. This one is, again, not an uncommon game. This is Madagascar Carts. Which again, I think I picked up for a couple of quid, and it was going at the time for about £8 or so. Again, nice condition on the inside. It has a manual. I'm still short of this Japanese phrase for no manual. I'm hoping I can incorporate those into future videos. But it says Madagascar. It's Dreamworks and Madagascar Carts, I think. But it actually plays your favourite Madagascar characters. So if you like kart games, it's all right. I've seen worse. You can use the wheel with it as well. And we haven't seen enough of those Madagascar people, because they're here again with Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Great first film. All right second film. Yeah, I'm not so sure about third film. It sort of sits. It was all right, I suppose. It's one that I think it's probably one too many films in that series, I think. And again, it's just like a series of mini games and things like that. If you like that sort of stuff, it's yours. Yours for picking up. If not, then don't bother getting it. Yeah. Penguins are the big things out there. Penguins and Madagascar. They were the best things out of that, I think. And the monkeys were great. They were brilliant in the first film. This is one of the very first games I actually bought when I started collecting Wii games, because you'll see why. You can spot the obvious prod in the right direction. Yeah, Madden 07 cost me 20p from cash converters. Yeah, I can't get that sticker off. I'm going to have to get some proper sticker removal stuff on that one. Can't get off for love of money. Absolutely welded on there. But it has got the holographic NFL sticker on there. I think I've got this on the PlayStation 3 as well. And don't dismiss the Madden games on the Wii, because they are cool. I said it before about the FIFA games and the FIFA games. Same with the Tiger Woods games, same with the Pro Evolution games. They do things slightly differently on the Wii. It's a different control method. It adds a little bit of an extra dimension to it. Some people hate it, but I thought it was quite, it sort of refreshed the series a little bit. It was on the front of that one. Oh, is that Sean Alexander? Pretty sure it is. Maybe a bit too late for him. This one is Cam. No, it's not. It's Titans. Is this Vince Young of the Titans, possibly? I think it's Cam Newton of the Panthers, but it's possibly Vince Young of the Titans. Hoping it is anyway. So not that one. Now, Madden 08, again, nice condition. And it's a Madden game. We've all seen Madden games before, but they are slightly different. Oh look, there's a 49ers player on the back. That must have been from when they weren't quite as good as they are now. We've got Brett Favre on the front of Madden 09 All Play. For some reason, all the EA games, so golf and FIFA football, were all play for some reason. I think that's because you can incorporate a sort of fun element with the Mii's involved on that one. This one feels a little bit light. No, there's manual in there. This was to celebrate 20 years of Madden. Of course, Madden went through 30 years last year. Amazing game franchise has gone on for so long as that. Put it in perspective, though, there's been 54. Is it 50 Super Bowl 54 this year? I think it is. 54. Yeah, Super Bowl 54 this year, I think. And there's been 30 years of Madden. Your class Super Bowl's been going on for ages, but Madden's actually more than half that time. This one is a bit more tricky. Again, not expensive games, a bit more tricky to track down. Madden 10. You see the other three quite often, but you don't see this all that way. I had to go to Worcester and get this. That's where they were selling it. So Madden 10. And that, I don't think Madden 11 made it out over here. I think it made it out in the States, but I don't think it made it out over here. I might be wrong, but I think there's only 4 Madden games for that. Now, this one was very, very controversial when it first came out, and honestly, when I first started collecting Wii games, this game, I mean, you could have got this game for pence. They were giving them away practically. I've seen this game at 49p, I've seen this game at 29p. Game, I think it was, mostly were giving them away. I think it's maybe a couple of quid in CEX. It's certainly not a vastly expensive game. It's Mad World, and everybody, if you've got a Wii, you're a Wii collector, you've heard of this game. Ultra violence from Sega, so you know how good it's going to be. It's just an ultra violent. But if you show you the back of the box, you can see the art styling. Something with very, very sort of Sin City, which is a pretty good description of it. But yeah, killer entertainment. It is violent as any game you'll ever play. Go and have a look online at a video of it if you've never seen it before. Again, not a cheap game to pick up. And people gone about sort of the Wii having sort of kiddie games. Well, that's about most violent as anything you see on any console anywhere. Now this game I bought on the thinking that it may one day actually become a little bit more rare, because it was made by or involved the guy who made Parappa the Rapper. You'll see probably from the styling, the art styling, it's quite like that. But it went through developmental hell and turned out to be nothing like it. It's Major Minor's Majestic March, which I think you can buy for less than £3 now that I paid for it. I've played it once. It is arguable. The disc, Martin, that disc looks amazing, mate. That's definitely one worth getting. Look at that there. That's really good. You can see where the Parappa styling is sort of there, but it's the idea is you lead a marching band around and keep in time with music, but you've got the Wii remote in your hand, and you're moving the Wii remote in that sort of movement. It's not the best looking thing to be doing at my age. So yeah, it's not brilliant, and like I said, I had an idea for the game in mind when they put it together. That's what it came out with. It was absolutely terrible. Like I said, not hard to. Yeah, well, you don't see it all that often, but it's not expensive to pick up. Again, another adult game, Manhunt 2 from Rockstar. Someone's written Daniel Lamb on there, but then I realised it was actually the character in the game. But it's sort of like Grand Theft Auto set in a mental hospital. possibly. No, it's a. I played it ages ago. It's a weird game. I've got Manhunt on the PlayStation 2, I believe. I've got Manhunt 2 on the PlayStation 2. That's it. So I've got the same game on the PlayStation 2. But yeah, came around that time. Just a bit of fodder for you, but I do like with puzzle games. It's Margot's Word Brain. There's Margot on the front, or indeed any person you could have put on the front of that. I don't think her name is Margot. She may not indeed be Margot. It's just a woman wearing a suit and a pair of glasses. Sure it is. Put me on the front and called it Margot's Word Brain. Although there is a character in the game. She's got that horrible sort of like graphics. Horrible sort of like yellow sort of tinge to the skin. It reminds me of Golden Balls characters. You've ever seen that one in there? And it's got 6 languages on the back, which means it's pretty terrible. But yeah, it looks like Countdown, I'm guessing. It's one of these brain training games. They're fun if you want to try and expand your vocabulary. Most people will say it'd be too late for me. So, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games London 2012 edition. I got this for £1, I think it was, in a charity shop. It was very fortunate because usually it was quite expensive. I think it's dropped a little bit in price now. But it's got the gold box, which is quite interesting. Occasionally there are different boxes. There's a red one to come, which is above my head. You can see at the moment in future edition. But, there, so fun starts off the games. They're good game series, those the Mario and Sonic ones. I'm not overly keen on some of the power-ups and things. I don't like it. You can do a sports game, but it's slightly different. The Rio 2016 one looks quite good. I quite like that. But great memories of London 2012, so for me that's really good. This is the Beijing 2008 edition, which is the one that came out first. And again, I bought this probably not long after we were gifted the Wii. I think I paid probably about £10 for that in game, or HMV or something like that. Nice looking disc though, nice orange tinge to that one. I got played the first. I thought, this is really good. This, and then I thought, there's silly power ups and things like that. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, that one. And so some of these games I did sort of pay a decent price for. Can't remember where I got this one from. This is the Vancouver 2010 Winter Games edition. I think there was a Sochi one which came after this as well, and that was all the 4 games on the Wii for Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. So I'm still missing one of those. Nice looking disc. Nice looking man who's been in game at some point, I'm pretty sure of it. Compete in the world's greatest winter games. Do like the old winter sports. What have we got next? Again, not my original copy. This is one I've had to bring back in afterwards, but it's sealed, but it hasn't got the Nintendo seal on it, so I'm not sure whether it's an official seal or not. It's Mario Kart. So I had this originally, and I wasn't overly keen on it, but I must admit, I've got to go back and revisit Mario Kart because on the Wii, because I've played the Wii U version, which is 8. I played the Switch version, which is deluxe. And I've sort of played Mario Kart DS now, and I'm thinking I really need to play this one again because the more the Mario game series has gone on, the more Mario Kart series has gone on, I've actually enjoyed the games more and more. I'm not going to open that up and leave it sealed, but again, it's got Portuguese languages on the back as well for some strange reason. So I'm not sure where my dad got this from, because he got this for me for Christmas the one year. He said, "You've been after that again, haven't you?" So yeah, I got rid of it. He said, "Yeah, well, I'll get it for you." I haven't got many games like this. It's the second one I've got in my collection. I just realised now. It's Mario Strikers Charge Football. It's the Nintendo Selects Edition. It's not an expensive game. Couple of £3, something like that. Actually, I've got to be fair to you. I think this is. I quite like this. I shouldn't like this game at all, but I do. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of these sort of power-up games, but I played that and I really did actually quite enjoy it. So I remember when it first came out on the GameCube, the Mario Charge Football. So I thought, God, what a Mario playing football! What a terrible idea. Actually, I quite like it. It's not bad. This one I bought sealed off eBay and then opened it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm not sure if the second game made it to Wii. I think it did actually. I played the first one. I had the first one on PlayStation 3 when it first came out. Quite enjoyed it. So it is. I've got a great affinity for the Marvel game series, and I like the characters. So for me, that's a win in my thing. But yeah, there's a second one. You're absolutely right. You can use the Wii Remote's unique power moves and become one of your heroes using the fluid Wii Remote. So you actually sort of do Spider-Man apparently, according to this. And he sort of shoots his web. Maybe, I don't know. This is what you came for. We haven't shown many of these, have we, so far? Have we? We've shown a couple, not many. Mary King's Riding School 2. Which implies at some point there's a Mary King's Riding School 1. I think that was a PC original. Features exclusive voice recordings from professional equestrian and Mary King. I think I got this out of Cash Converters. Was it Cash Converters? Yeah, I paid a couple of quid for it, I think. But you don't see it all that often, and it is a bit. It is one of the sort of more pricier horse games that's out there. But yeah, fishing games, horse games, dancing games. That's what you're here for. So there you go. You know we're on M, so you know what's going to come up shortly, don't you? This is Medal of Honor Heroes 2. Love the Medal of Honor series. This is right at the very end of it. Again, you can see it's sort of set in World War II, which most people weren't overly happy with. Oh, damn, and I haven't got my official Japanese phrase to say there's no manual inside. Damn it. Well, send me that again, James, if you get a chance. I may have you may have sent me one on my last one, but this had been recorded before then, so if you have sent it to me, I'll use it in the next one. If you haven't sent it to me, please do send it me again. It's got the official gaming guide for EA, but and a safety manual, but no actual game manual, which is a bit disappointing. World War II in your hands. But I love the Medal of Honor series, but he just wouldn't move with the times. If it moved with the times, that would have sorted things out. I'm just trying to see if I've got, because there's 2 Medal of Honor games, and I've got neither of them for the PlayStation 2, but I think there's one that's quite hard to pick up. They're both quite tricky titles to pick up on that. I've also got a loose game. I don't usually have many loose games. In fact, I don't think I've got maybe 3 at all, ever. This was in the Cash Converters. It was $3.99 for the disc for the version of Mario Party 8. So I think that's about like a £10 to £15 game, I think it is. I think 9's a bit more expensive. So yeah, I found that on the shelf. Thought I'd best show that off just in case. The other Medal of Honor game I'm thinking of is Vanguard. I think it's meant to be the better one of the two. I think they're both pretty good at these. Meant to be pretty good on the Wii. Again, it's been so long since I've played them, because I tend to get these sort of first time playing them and stick them on the shelf, or in some cases just stick them on the shelf. And have I played them or not? I'm pretty sure I have. I look at the game and think, yeah, I have played that. If I check my Wii and say I have played that at one point, yes, I have. But again, I do like those. I'm not, used to be really good at Medal of Honor back in the day, but maybe not so much anymore. Oh bugger, they've all fallen over. I knew that was going to happen. I think that's a point that you at home sort of shout Jenga, or whatever it is. Is it Jenga you shout? I don't know. Medieval games. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good, that one. Virtual Studios. I was asked about this. Is it any good? And the honest opinion was, I don't think it's all that great, to be honest with you, from memory. Good condition, though. Yeah, hear ye, it's a medieval party. Wow. 30 medieval events, so it's very sort of party game, battling type things. It's, it's okay, but, it's not going to appear on a hidden gems list at any point. There's a Disney game here. Meet the Robinsons. Now people say, well, hang on a second, you did Disney game ages ago. Yes, but I know I did Disney games ages ago, but that's because that is called Meet the Robinsons, not Disney's Meet the Robinsons, not Walt Disney's Meet the Robinsons, Meet the Robinsons, hence M. How many people know that's a Disney film? That's the other side of it, because I think very, very few people remember that as a Disney film. There's a game sticker on the disc of all places. That's got to come off. This is the game at one point, I think CEX sort of said, oh, they sell it for, I bought it for £1. And then CEX was like, you're looking at a website saying, sell it for £18. But then you there's a glitch on their website or something was wrong with it, because they got loads of these games. In fact, you go back, I think it's like £1.50 now. But at some point, for some reason, it said it was £18, and I thought, I've got a rare game here or something. No, I haven't. Not a rare game at all. Loads of them. But how many people know that is a a Disney Robinson film? It's a Robinson film. How many people know that's an actual Disney film? I think very few people remember that. I've seen it. It was years ago. Speaking of animation films, here's another one for you. This is DreamWorks Megamind, Mega Team Unite. I think that was Will Ferrell doing the voices in that film. Non-manual. I'll do French for now, or Spanish. I think I got this out of a charity shop in Kidderminster, I think it was. I think the only time I've been to Kidderminster in the last 20 years. I remember the film, but I don't think I've been particularly impressed with it. But yeah, this game is so cheap to pick up. If you don't own this and you've got a Wii, I think you need shooting, to be honest with you. It's perfectly tailored for it. It's Mercury Meltdown Revolution. There's a version of this on the PlayStation 2 as well. But this was made for the Wii controller. And it's not hard to find at all. It's just your motion controls tilting and moving a fluid piece of Mercury around a maze or a course to get to the very end. I mean, it doesn't get much more simpler than that in terms of games, does it? But it's really, really good. It is, honestly. I think that's a 50, 75p game, and it's been like that since I bought it. Doesn't go up in value a great deal. Get it. This one does move around in value. You come to the good games. Here they are: Metal Slug Anthology, which I think I paid 15 quid for. I think that's about the average price for it. It goes up and down a little bit. But these games are just so hard. Literally reduce you to tears. There's somebody somewhere who's completed these on like 1 life or 1 credit or something. I'm not sure I want to meet that person. But they are fiendishly difficult. But you can't ignore the wonderful art style. You've got 7 games on here: Metal Slug, Metal Slug 2, Metal Slug X, Metal Slug 3, Metal Slug 4, Metal Slug 5, and Metal Slug 5. There's one in 2003, one in 2006. Oh, let's say Metal Slug 6. Oh yeah, that's 6 Slug 5. I thought my writing was terrible. Yes, so 7 games on here. And there's also some lookable items and bonus galleries as well, if you like that sort of thing. Yeah, it's good. I think a lot of people say the emulation is off on that one. I don't know, because I never played the originals on the original machines, but I do think some people think the emulation is slightly off with it. Here's a game which gets a lot of hatred, Metroid Other M, but some people also love it, or don't mind it. I'm not really a massive Metroid fan, to be honest with you. I've not played enough Metroid over the years to understand whether that's a good thing or whether that's a bad thing. But this is not difficult to find. And for a Metroid game, it is quite cheap to pick up. So if you've never played a Metroid game, there you go. This one is probably, again, not as expensive as you think it might be. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Now, there is a Metroid Prime trilogy, which is a really expensive one to pick up. You're probably looking between 40 and 50 quid for that. I've got one of those games on the GameCube. So this is Metroid Prime 3. I think I've played this. I'm actually terrible at it. But then again, that's not unexpected, is it really? You don't expect me to be any good at these sort of games. I'm surprised we haven't had another Metroid game. I know. I think there is one in development or one on the way very, very soon. But I'm pretty sure. I've also messed my. Oh my goodness me! I've messed my list up. Everything's out of order. Bugger. I know what's happened. Yeah, I messed my order up. I've got my games the wrong way around. Next one up, Michael Jackson: The Experience, which could be anything. This was a game that eluded me on the 360. It took me 3 times to get it on 360. Dead easy to get it on the Wii. It's a singing and dancing game. Step into the world of the king of pop and dance to 26 smash hits. So you just dance in this one. So yes, it's dance like Michael Jackson, if that's really your sort of thing. Not my sort of thing, so I won't be doing that anytime soon. I think this is a Millennium Paintball Championship 2009. Manuel no. Damn. But yeah, it's paintballing on the Wii, which you would have thought would be quite good. I don't know. I can't tell you because I can't even remember picking that game up, to be honest with you. There's a couple of Greg Hastings games on the Xbox, which are quite expensive if you try and pick those ones up. Mini Ninjas, which I've got the PlayStation 3, which is a lot of fun. Again, look at that. Again, we talked about the Wii before. Look at that. Most people tell you that looks crap, right? Honestly, it's a good game. There is a good game in here waiting to get out. And it deserves your time, either on the Wii or the PlayStation 3. A lot of fun, though. See, you sort of associate these games with not being very good, but unless you actually play them or sort of go at them, you just look at it and say, that's terrible. I mean, this game, you look at this game and think, this might be terrible. Probably is. Because it's from Fun for All, so it's not exactly going to be 20 fun games based around monkeys. I cannot think of anything worse. Honestly, this it's about a £3 game. This is not a cheap one to pick up. Wrestling alligators dancing till you drop. 20 hilarious games for everyone. Possibly monkeys. I have no idea. Was it made by monkeys? Possibly. I have no idea. If you trap monkeys in a room long enough, they'll start churning out games for the Wii. Pretty sure of it. This one is actually 2 games in one. Monopoly Street and Monopoly. I didn't realise this actually existed. I got this for £1. So I did very well for this one. This is the Monopoly collection. There are again, I mean, whoever thinks that Monopoly, but they keep bringing the Monopoly games out for computer. It's like Pictionary games when I was younger. It's like bringing Pictionary games out. How can you do Pictionary at home? You get a bit of paper and a pen, off you go. Yeah, I'll save £25 on the Amiga version. But why you'd want to play Monopoly on a Wii, I don't know. Or indeed on any computer or console. Really don't know. Really don't know. Surely the fun, if there's any fun in Monopoly, is I don't think I've actually played a Monopoly game. It's been cool editing there just to knock all that out. I think I've ever played a game of Monopoly that I've actually finished properly. I also can't remember the last time I played Monopoly. Monster Truck 4x4 Stunt Racer with no manual. I like my monster trucks. I'm not sure if I've got a couple here. I'm not sure I played that one, but I do like monster truck racing. But I think that's from Ubisoft, isn't it? So it's going to be terrible. Now, this is from Ubisoft as well, but I think I have played this one. This is Monster 4x4 World Circuit, which I'm guessing if I played this one and not played that one would imply that this one isn't very good. There's another monster one I was playing on the PlayStation 2, which sort of took you around different sort of venues based on films. That was quite fun. What was that called? Monster Jam Ultimate Destruction, I think. But yeah, I do like monster trucks, but I don't know if that's any good or not. What have we got here? I've got a damaged case on this one. Monster High 13 Wishes. No idea. But again, I think some of these were holding their value recently, and I managed to find a couple that were in sort of like the sort of up the £2 bracket. Some of them do go up and down in value. I've never heard of this particular series or cartoon or whatever it is. There's another one here, which is the Sculpted Roller Maze. From a company called Little Orbit, who I've never heard of either. So, yeah. Eddie might know a bit about it. It looks like it's actually a skating game. It might be something that Eddie will play. I'm sure it would be. Right, last pile then. This one, surprisingly, this game is incredibly easy to pick up, and it's not particularly expensive. So this is Monster Hunter 3 Try. They call it Try. Monster Hunter Try or 3. That's it. Now, there's 2 versions. There's this one, which is the came with the classic Pro controller, which I don't have. This is just the one I found in CEX. But there's like a nice chest and a Pro controller in that, and it's about £30. I think it's a collector's set. They're still to pick up now. This game, I think it's dropped. I think when I first started collecting, it was about £5 or £6. I think it's been down as low as £2 now. So it's not a difficult game to pick up at all. Not expensive in the slightest. And I thought that'd be worth a bit more than that. There we go. There's some more fodder for you. This is Movie Studios Party. So as you can see on the front there, we've got a space person, a secret agent, and some sort of pirate. Which could imply that you'll be playing as one of those characters in the game. 20 movie-themed minigames. Lights, camera, action, fun. Said nobody after playing this game. Choose your avatar from 8 film stars. It's the sort of stuff that just kept getting churned out and churned out. This one, I was looking to get it cheap, but I've seen this game sort of shoot up a little bit in value. I think it goes as high as £8. I'm not quite sure why. This is Mountain Sports. big thick thing on the side so you don't lose it on your shelf. But I have seen this one sort of go up in value quite a bit. Again, I don't know why. I don't think there's anything to it which makes it any different. This is, you know, sort of snowboarding, skiing. So you've got snowboarding, tubing, biathlon, skiing, bobsledding and curling. So right up Razzie Street, this one, I'm pretty sure of it. An everyday story of Swedish people. But welcome to White Mountain. Yeah, I don't think I played that one. You can use a balance board with it though. That's good. More film tie-in rubbish, possibly Monsters vs Aliens. No manual, but it's not a particularly hard game to find. Not a bad film, that one. Game's not great. Oh, I don't even remember getting some of these. This is a really old one. It's got a really manky old CEX label stuck to the front of it. This is Monster Lab. Don't even remember buying this. I don't even remember playing it, let alone buying it. It's got 2 different languages on the back, so it's not quite as good as it thinks it is. Anybody's played that, let me know. Anybody heard of it, let me know. Oh, dear me. Right drivel now. MTV Pimp My Ride. Say no more. God damn. How on earth somebody thought this was worth making into a game, I do not know. Let's customise cars which don't exist. For the amusement of nobody. Enter Pimp City, where bling is king and speed is everything. There's a UK version of this one with Tim Westwood. Yeah. Featuring music from Zibbit's new album, Full Circle. Yeah. If you want it, it's cheap. You're not going to pay much for it. This one will set you back a few quid, though. Muramasa the Demon Blade, which I always mention when people ask me about my, decent games that I've got. I've got to be honest with you, folks. It's a bit dull, this one. It's a bit boring. It's a bit repetitive. It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. They left the original Japanese language in it when they brought it over here. It got a very limited European release. Now, I paid $15 for this. You'll see what it looked like by the graphics on the back. It's really, really nice. But I paid $15 for this, and I've seen it go for double that in CEX listed. I think it will become a game which is going to be very, very hard to track down in the future. So if you do see it out and about, pick it up. But I've had it now probably about 3 years, and it's sort of gone between sort of 15. I think 15 was the absolute lowest I've seen it. And then I saw it during lockdown, just before lockdown 30-35. So it does move around quite a bit. This one again is one of these games which just doesn't look as if it's going to be any good, but it is a very, very intelligent little game. It's got 86% there. People just ignore that. Probably think it's like the sat rates or something on it, but no, it's not. And sat rates 86%, you'd be dead. Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars is worth your time and picking that one up. And again, it's about, it's not a game which sort of drops down to sort of really low values. We've sort of paid 3 or 4 quid for this. Big trouble for a little hero. Again, it's really, really quite good fun. It's a fight your way through everyday environments, all from a 3-inch high perspective. Along your incredible adventure, you'll encounter the likes of crazy kung fu shiitakes, evil poisonous lepitoas, angry moles, mad rabbits, and viciously cruel cacti. Sounds great fun, doesn't it? Well, I think it sounds great fun anyway. Man, I so wanted to think this game was really good. Forgot I got this. Music Party, Rock the House. You don't see this very often either. I haven't seen this game out in the wild for ages. Use your Wii Remote and Nunchuck to play all instruments. It's one of those silly rhythm games, isn't it? Yes, it is. But you don't see it all that often. Set list. Take a look around, which is the theme from Mission Impossible 2. Ace of Spades, All the Small Things, Just Like a Pill, Our House, Teenage Dirtbag, Tub Thumping, Wild Boys, Smoke on the Water, Final Countdown, and many, many more. And no peripherals required. 3 instruments, a bass guitar, a lead guitar, and drums. 30 legendary tracks. But you don't see it all that. I think I got it for very, very little. But you don't see it. I forgot to add that one. Do like me rhythm games. Now we come to some fitness games. And here's an interesting one. This one actually got nothing on the spine. And I thought this must be one of those sort of weird things. Was that a mistake? Should there be nothing on the spine? I don't know. So while I've got it in M, which is the next question, people say, well, why is it in M? You've got no M on the spine. Well, that's because I know where it is. And if I put it somewhere else, I forget where it was, wouldn't I? I'm not sure why. I don't know. This is my body coach. No, she's not. I don't know her. Never seen her before. Apart from the book's game, Valerie or Sony. I've never heard of. But I thought it's got no thing on the spine. Perhaps this is a printing error. I mean, it's not as if people are breaking down the doors to get hold of this game without the printing error on it. I don't know. If it is a printing error, it might be designed by it, but it doesn't say like it was sold, not to be sold separately or comes part of the pack. It's just got nothing on there. How you know what it was, I don't know. No idea. What have we got next? My Fitness Coach Cardio Workout. One of these days I'm going to play some of these games. Possibly after Christmas, I don't know. Includes punch, mitts, squat, jogging, which all sound incredibly sexual. Oh, jogging, not dogging. Sorry. Has anybody ever used these games, and do they actually work? That's my other thing. That may be a series in the future. I know I've mentioned it before. I may do a series about these games and sort of say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. My Fitness Coach Club, which is not a biscuit. Very disappointing. You don't get any biscuits with this game at all. In fact, if anything, it tells you not to eat biscuits. I'm not sure I can go along with that. Welcome to your own fitness club. Well, there's 6 words in the English language that are very scary when they're put together. Right, last pile. Ooh. Told you it was a long one. I think this is I think P, T, and W are going to be the biggest ones next to this one. Another game, My Fitness Coach Dance Workout. Lovely, lovely. Includes tracks by Lady Gaga, Gloria Gaynor, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. You can already work out what those track lists are going to be. It does come with a manual. Enjoy a fun dance workout with your coach. And more scary words. Have a complete and varied fitness experience, including fitness, tonic, Latin dance, boxing, and aerobic. Tell you something, she looks like she's had a whale of a time on the front of that. Perhaps fitness is fun. I'm trying to hope there isn't there's no punchline there. My Fitness Coach Get in Shape is what people shout at me when I walk past them in the street. Cardio, fitness, yoga, flexibility and weight loss routines. There's no manual. How disappointing. Get in shape with your personal fitness coach. Create a tailored fitness program and your personal coach Maya and challenge yourself to achieve your objectives. I think she's got a work cut out in me, to be honest with you. Now we get on to the highlights of the collection. These next 2 games are absolute classics, and quite frankly, no Wii collection is complete without these games. If you haven't got these games in your Wii collection, then I suggest you track them down immediately. It's My Horse and Me, which has become 4 words in the English language. It's a bit of a joke at this end of the collecting scale. After all those years, I've got no manual with it. I've got the safety booklet. Oh my god. After all these years, I haven't got the manual with it. God damn it. Create your own experience with My Horse and Me, please. Become a champion. Dozen of fun and thrilling mini-games. Catch the butterflies. What? Take care of your horse using hoses, sponges, brushes. Yeah. And if you haven't, that's not what you want, then you should definitely get the sequel, My Horse and Me 2, Horse Harder, which they were going to call it, and then decided against it. But yeah, I mean, she looks like she's having fun on that, doesn't she? She looks like she's having fun. Perhaps this is worth picking up after all. The next best thing to having a real horse of your own, and that was from the FEI. And was that some sort of horse regulatory body, equestrian body? I have absolutely no idea. Save your uncle's ranch by riding your horse to victory in My Horse and Me Too. So that one... Yes, yeah, so this first one, the FEI have also said, My Horse and Me captures the essence and excitement of equestrian sport. So I think that one is just a sport variation, and that one has actually got a storyline to it. I wonder what the hell that was. How did the camera pick that up? I've actually got a label printer next to me, and Mrs. Bear's been printing a label out. She's obviously forgotten I'm recording up here. I can hear footsteps now. She come upstairs. No, I think she stopped. That wasn't a general opinion on My Horse and Me games, by the way. Phone used to ring years ago. Now the printed label printer's going. It may go again in a minute. I don't know. My Sims is next. I can hear sheepish footsteps downstairs. I'm not sure what she's realised now. No manual in that one either. Quite a lot of no manuals in this. I'll have to work through it out. But there's quite a few of these My Sims games which came out. Is there? Yes, that means there's going to be more. Well, yes, there are. A couple here to show you. My Sims Agents, which is actually quite a lot of fun to play this one. I don't actually mind this one. Manual and disc. It's sort of like a secret agent game, as you may have gathered from the front cover. Live the adventure, uncover the mystery. Very good fun. There's also one which I have got. It's down here as well. What have we got? That's the agent game. We've got My Sims Kingdom, which is sort of like Pikmin, but not like Pikmin. Got loads of bump for this one. I've actually got two of these. Anybody want a spare manual? I've got a spare because I've got two. Anybody want one? Anyone needs a My Sims manual, let me know. I've also got a spare Sim Animals thing and a safety manual. And I've got two of them. So if anybody wants to spare one of those, you're very welcome to it. It does have the bump inside it. More bump than Bumpy McBumph. So if anybody hasn't got a manual for that, and a advertisement and a safety booklet, do let me know. I appear to have plenty of them. There we go, My Sims Kingdom. We've got My Sims Party. You can see there are a lot of these games. We've got a manual with that one. More bump. Yes, manual. There we go. Party game, that one. The other one's a bit more sort of sort of theme. This one is actually a really, it's not a bad little bit of race to this one. Epic adventure of high flying air combat. It's not bad actually. And this is My Sims at Sky Heroes. There are some good little games that don't again be sort of put off by the title and the look of the game. There are actually a couple of these really quite fun. Yeah, compete in split screen action and online matches, build and customise your craft, etc, etc. But yeah, honestly, don't be fooled by the naff looking cover, because they ain't too bad, those ones. Two to go. My Word Coach, develop your vocabulary. Not sure whether you should buy this game or punch it in between the eyes. There is a French version, there's a Spanish version. I did buy the French version, it turned out it was this version inside it. So there are a couple of these knocking around. So it's just basically word games. But I thought the French ones and Spanish ones would be quite interesting, because you can teach yourself a different language. It's always best to expand the mind. Penultimate one in this one of these hidden object games. Actually, this sounds quite good. It's quite interesting. This is the Mystery Case Files, the Malgrave Incident. Got this ages ago, and I thought, I might play that. Find hidden objects while unlocking the secrets of Malgrave Island. And there's a nice chunky manual inside that one. I know quite a few people like these sort of things. The Wii does have these sort of games. We've shown a few off already. The Titanic one and Escape the Museum. There's a Hardy Boys one I think we've shown off as well. Very similar thing. And then last one, we can't get through a letter in the alphabet without dragging out one of these games from the worst software developers in the history of software developing. Your friends of mine, Data Design Interactive. It used to be based not very far away from me. and their wonderful label Popcorn Arcade. This is Mythmakers Super Kart Grand Prix, based on the game that everybody hates called Mythmakers. I think Orbs of Doom, I think it was called, or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's got their art style on it. It is a crap kart racing game. It's like Action Girls kart racing. It's like that, except it's got these characters from a game which nobody wants to remember. Just absolute crap, really is. Sort of game that give Wii a bad name. If it hadn't got a bad name already, some wise. But there we go. And that's your lot. That is M. That was a lot, wasn't it? That was a loads. Apologies for the printing machine. I should have disconnect that or disconnect Mrs. Bear, one of the two. Yeah, so that's M. We've done M. That's one of the big ones. That's probably, I'm not joking, nearly 10%. I think I've got about 660 games, and that's about 60 odd there, probably. Those of you who are keeping count at home. That's certainly nearly 10% of what I've got. So you can imagine that's quite a big pile, isn't it? Thank you very much indeed for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. There will be another one of these soon. We probably will be doing N and O next. That's quite a short one. That's good. Because P is quite a big one. And we're not going to get everything in P. So N and O, I think, will be quite short. We'll do those together next time. Until the next time, if you have enjoyed that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, tick the bell for further notifications going up on there. Don't forget to spread the word about the Wii collection, because we're going to get there eventually. One day in January, we'll finish all these. And that'll kill collection videos stone dead for everybody. But in the meantime, thanks so much indeed for your company. Do take care. It's the Retro Bear saying bye for now.